Hi viewers, if you have a WooCommerce store, then you definitely spending a lot of your time by managing your products like pricing updates and the stock and the descriptions, and especially when you are creating the variations. So please don't waste your time with the old-fashioned way, because we have BPS plugin, bulk product sync, which can enable you to edit products with the Google Sheet in just few clicks. So in this getting started guide, before I show you the tutorial, let me show you a quick comparison between the old way or the traditional way and with the BPS plugin. Let's see. In this comparison, we are going to update prices of 4 products using the same old approach and with our BPS plugin. So let's start with the first approach, and you can see it took almost 60 seconds and 16 clicks to update even the prices of 4 products. And the same thing is achieved with our plugin, and results are amazingly different. You can see it took only 22 seconds and just a couple of clicks. Amazing. Let's install the plugin first. Go to plugins, add new. Here just type bulk product sync. Click install now and activate. Once it is activated, you will be redirected to the setup wizard. Let's start connecting your website with our plugin. It's really easy and takes only 30 seconds. Click here to copy your own sheet from our base template. Here you can name your sheet. Once the sheet is created, now next you have to install our bulk product sync add-on. In my case, it is already installed. You just need to click install button and that's all. Once you have installed, then you should see this bulk product sync with Google Sheet menu and click setup, and here you need to paste your website URL from here and click next. Next you have to paste the auth code, which is here in the setup wizard, and click verify. Amazing, you have completed the setup in just 30 seconds and click finish. It will be creating some sheets like products, categories and other sheets, and you are done after this screen. Now let's see the syncing means updating or creating the products from sheet to store. So let's remove these default products and start adding your own. Type is simple product for now, and parent leave it blank. Short description, best cases in town, regular price is 50 and the sale price is 45. You can add or anything, and for the categories you can add the category ID, but I am leaving it blank for now. And for managing stock, yes, make it true and add 50 in stock. So make sure you leave the sync and the ID column empty for new products, and now click on the sync menu, sync data, and here you can see perfect, one product is successfully updated in the store, means this ID is assigned and this product is created in the store. Let me show you. If I go to store, and here you can see this product is created. Now if I want to add the categories, you just need to note down the categories IDs. Like in this case, the fashion ID is 18 and the men category is 19. So here I type 18 and the pipe sign 19. Perfect. And remove the sync column. OK. And click sync data, sync product again, and it will only sync the products which has the sync column empty. Perfect. And now if I go back to products, you can see the categories have been assigned. Now let's see how you can create more columns or more fields for the products. You can add any columns within the sync and the ID columns. This is the main thing to remember. Okay, I right click and I add images for the images, and here I add SKU. Okay, means you can column anywhere between these two columns, and the for SKU NM1122, and images I have the URL you can see here for the case, and you can copy the URL and paste here, or you can also add the ID of the images from the existing site. But for now I am importing the images from the URL, and again remove the sync column value and click sync data, and you will see this URL will be turned into the ID. Perfect. And now if I go to the products, here my images is attached and with the SKU. One thing I forget to mention here, which is very important, for the images, if you want to add multiple images either with the URL or with the ID, you have to separate each image with the pipe sign. So in this case, if I have the ID of the images like 1247 and 1248, so you have to type it like this, and you can also do this same with the URLs. Now if you want to learn or to know what are the names of the columns for the products and the category columns, you should go to the manage labels. But for this you have the pro version activated. You can go to the plugins and purchase pro version and install it. Once it is installed and activated, you can click the activate. Perfect. And again, if I go to the manage labels, here is the list of all the columns for the products, and here are the names for the categories. And one more thing which is very cool, that if I want to change the column name, let's say I want to change the label for SKU to something my SKU, and just change and hit save. Once it is saved, you can now paste the label here. Now let's see how you can add the categories from your sheet to store. So as you can see in my store, we have the categories already here, and but I want to add more categories with our sheet. So let me remove the default categories, and here I am adding a category like sports, and you can add the slug if you want. And for the image value, I can paste the URL or the image ID, but it will be only one because one category has only one image. So let's sync categories. Perfect. And here you can see the ID has been assigned, and here the sports category also added here. Now if I want to add the subcategory to the sports like football, and you can just add the parent ID of sports category, and again sync category. And if I go back to the store, and you can see the sports has a child subcategory. Now let's see how you can fetch the existing categories from your stores into sheet. So for this, let me remove existing data because it was for the testing purpose. And here in the pro version, you will available with this feature, and here you can click the fetch categories, and in a second you will see all of your categories will be pushed to your sheet from your store. Amazing. Now let's fetch all the products from your store into your sheet. Go to our fetch data menu, and then I will click on the reset and fetch. Mean it will remove all the existing products and fetch fresh products from your sheet into your store. And here you can see 100 products per chunk has been fetched, and you can change this chunk size from your settings, and I will show you after this fetch operation is completed that how you can change or update the chunk size. So here you can see how speedily the products have been fetched, and it's now done, and you will see a message here, fetch operation completed successfully. Amazing. And here you can see my almost 1200 products are imported, and now you can make any change in your product and click sync, and it will update back your store with the new value. The chunk size basically is the number of products which are being fetched or being imported between store and sheet. So you can change the value of chunk from settings and scroll down to chunk size. Here the chunk size you can set if you have the products greater than, let's say, 2000 or 3000, then you should keep the chunk size 200 per chunk. And if you have less than 5000 or 3000, then you can set it to 100. So it's again up to your number of products, total number of products in your store. Now let's see how you can add the attributes with the simple products. For this we have to create another column. Let's create a column and its name should be attributes, and here I will add the attributes. But before I create the attributes, I have to import the attributes from the side. So here again, inside the fetch data, click on fetch attributes and it will bring all the attributes from your store into your sheet. Now here is very easy way to add these attributes into your product. Let's say I want to add the color attribute against this product. So what I have to do is just note down the row ID, this one. Here inside the product, add make attribute and enter the row number. And here you will see the magic. It will create the attributes, and if you sync it, and once it's done, if I go to the products, and here is my product, and if I view this product, and you can see my attributes are showing under the product. Amazing. And if you want to add multiple attributes, the same thing you need to do, just note down the IDs of the rows, like 2 for the sizes and 6 is the ID for the color. So let me change it, and 2,6, and here it will generate the attributes. And again, if I sync, okay, let's see, refresh this page. Perfect. Now let's see how we can create the variable products or the variations using the attributes, and it's amazingly simple. Let's convert this sunglass product into variable by setting its type as a variable. And here under this product, I am going to create 3 products like blue case, black case, and the pink case. Okay, first of all, type will be variation, and let me copy this, and parent will be 1239 for all these 3 products. And you can type the regular price, let's say, is 50, and the 40 is the same for this one, and nothing to do with the categories. Manage stock. Okay, you can manage the stock against each variation, and here I set true, and let's set its SKU C blue, C black, and C pink. And for the stock quantity, I add 40, 30, and 20. And for the images, one thing you must remember, that variations has the only one image. So we have to create another column which is image, not the images. And here I have to set the images, and I have noted down the images ID which is I have already added. Okay, now here is the twist or the magic, how to create the attribute against the variation. The same thing, you have to add make attribute formula, and inside the row ID you should add the row ID of your option. Like I want to add the color, let's say black, so the black ID is row ID is 7. And if I go back and just type the row ID, and let's say I also want to add the size, let's say large, so its ID is 3, so I can add 7,3, 7 for the black color and 3 is the ID for the large size. Perfect. And now same thing, make attribute, and for the black is okay, let me confirm again. Okay, first one is blue, so let me correct this. Blue is 8 and the black is 7, pink is 10. So now my variations are ready, and I also remove the variable product OK sync column, so it sync all the way for new changes. Okay, let's see if I refresh this. Perfect. You can see my product is converted into a variable product, and if I change the colors, and you can see the images have been changed. And let me show you inside the dashboard, my variations have been created with the proper attributes, and even you can see the stock 20 for the pink and 30 for the black, and blue has I think 40. Yes, perfect. And you can also set these attributes like weight, dimension, shipping classes, and SKU already we have set. So you can see how easily we can create the variable products. Now if you want to add the custom fields, like if you are an advanced developer and like you want to add the YOAST SEO titles or SEO meta descriptions, or like ACF fields to connect your product with third-party development, so here you can add the extra fields or extra columns which are not actually the part of the WooCommerce core fields, but these are required for your development. So here scroll down to the bottom of this labels screen, and here let me add a custom field like vendor ID and click add, and here let me set its title to vendor ID and save it. Changes are saved. Okay, so here I am creating another column and its label is vendor ID because I have changed its label. And here for the variable product, the parent product, I am adding its value like 55 and make it syncable. Okay, let's see what change has been made inside dashboard. And if I go to Here you can see we have the vendor ID custom field created. Amazing. And similarly it can work with the advanced custom fields and with any custom meta you want to add. Just go to your sheet, create under the manage labels and set its header value or header label according to your label. AutoFetch is the feature in which we fetch the changes which are made directly on your site automatically to your sheet. Means if you are making any change directly into your site, and these changes or this change will automatically be updated back to sheet without interacting the sheet. So for this, let me show you how you can enable this process. So first of all, just go to the app script, and here this code is already added in the sample or the master sheet you just clone from the first step. And here go to new deployment. Here make sure you select the web app, and here you just select your email, and here you need to select anyone. This is the important step. And here you just click deploy. Here you will see this warning, not the warning, this authorization, and here is a little warning because this app is not published. But don't worry, this is your own app because this sheet belongs to your account. So just go to the BPS master or whatever your sheet name. That's all. Click allow. That's all you need to copy the web app URL. Perfect. And done. Now close this app script code and again go to your settings. Here you need to paste the URL you just copied and enable AutoFetch. That's all. Your AutoFetch feature is enabled. You can close this. And now if I make any change into my store, let's say here is my variable product, sunglass cases for men. I changed the title of the variable product, and then I also update the stock quantity to 100 for the black, and anything else like change its SKU as well. So in this case, I updated the SKU and the main title and the stock quantity, and let's update. And here you will see in a second. Perfect. Here you can see that the title is also changed, super glass cases for men, and also the black has the quantity 100 and the SKU also updated. So anything you change, like the prices, the images, the title, it will automatically be updated back to your sheet. Amazing. Let's see the AutoSync, which is the reverse of the AutoFetch. Means any change you make inside the sheet, it will automatically be updated into your store. So let's start. For this, you have to go to extensions, app script. You have to go to the triggers, add trigger. Here select the function AutoSync, leave it on head, and here we will use the triggers based on the added. Means as soon as you make change inside the sheet, it will be immediately updated back into store. or you can set the time driven, like after a day or after a few hours. So you can choose as per your need. So here I am going to set the spreadsheet so we can change immediately, and here you have to select on change, save. Here our trigger is created, that's all. So now back to sheet. If I make any change, let's say in my sheet I change my black variation price to 100 and its sale price to 90 and its SKU set back to C black, and here I want to change the image as well. For, let's say I have this iPhone image, its ID is 1246, and I must remove this sync column value, okay, and you will see in a second that this value set back to okay means it is updated back to store. Perfect. Here you can see it's updated into store. So if I refresh my store variation and if I go to the black variation, perfect, you can see the image is updated, the SKU is updated, the price and the sale price. Perfect. So anything you make change in any column and remove the sync value, okay, it will immediately update to your store. So if you want to change change based on the time, like after every hour or after every minute, so these pending changes where the sync value of the sync column is null will automatically be pushed into your store. So you can configure as per your need for the auto sync feature. If you want to update all your products all the time and you don't want to make change all the time, sync column remove, so here is the feature which is sync all. So it will ignore the value of the sync column whether it is okay or not okay. So sync all will update all the products all the time back to your store. So here in this case you can see it will simply pick all the products, even the sync value of the sync column is okay, but it will pick up all the products and start pushing into your store. So here you can see we pushed all our data back to your store and it is done beautifully. Another amazing feature is update by SKU. If you want to make changes in the prices and in stock only with the SKU, not by the IDs of the products. So here is we have a feature. So let's say we have these 3 SKU which you can see here already attached with our inventory. So if I go to the SKU sheet and here I paste SKU 112233 and let's set their regular prices like this, and 55, 50 and 40, and let's set their managed stock true and stock quantity 60, 50 and 40. Perfect. Now what you have to do is just click new features and update by SKU. Okay, just click update store, and this is one way operation, mean you only can update from your sheet to store. 3 products have been updated. So if I go to products, and here you can see the stock and the price is beautifully updated. So this is very amazing feature if you are maintaining the SKU across the different websites. So you can ignore the ID of the product because the IDs are changed across the sites, but the SKU you can manage same SKU for multiple websites.